Cake Podcast. I'm your host, Jimmy Cunningham. And today, on today's episode, we're going to have a special guest, Logan Sopteline.
Oh, yeah!
Today's episode of the Beefcake Podcast is sponsored by ibuprofen.
The answer to everything.
The official users of the NFL. They always use it to stop concussions. Okay, so Logan, our topic of debate today is helmet comfort versus helmet safety.
Ooh, tough topic.
Which is a very interesting topic since we both play football.
Yeah.
And we know how helmets can be sometimes.
A lot of head-to-head contact there.
There is.
A lot of danger.
There is. And I feel like helmet safety is in a lot better place nowadays than when it used to be. But
oh, yeah, way better.
I feel like there's still some room to improve. Like, there's
I
still a
don't
lot
think
of concussions, yeah. I feel like helmet comfort, though, is still something they need to work on. Because I feel like
definitely something to get used to for the comfort of it.
there is. I still feel like there are some helmets that are way more comfortable than others, and the helmets that might be comfortable to some players might not be the safest helmets.
Exactly. You got us with the speed flexes, and then you got little Mashburn with the speeds.
Yep. And
the
those
specs
different helmets, aren't definitely not the most safest. I mean,
no, definitely not.
They're on the spectrum for one of the safest helmets, at least on the list for one of the safest helmets. But they're not.
When you got like 6'7" Riley Plotner coming a little Mashburn, you gotta have something safe for him.
Yeah, you're gonna need a safer helmet. So, one of the questions we have is, they have helmets that take pictures of your head, and
okay.
the question I had
like a little CAT scan or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, with that being said, that's obviously going to be a safer helmet, you would say, than the helmets that we have, right?
I'd say so, because think about it. You can track it. There's a lot of, doctor stuff you could do there. Track your brain and make sure everything's good. And probably, I don't know if you saw, Tua Tagovailoa, when he was, dead with that concussion, they actually be able to probably tell on spot if he had a concussion instead of, letting him play and stuff like that.
Yeah. And with that being
probably
said, I feel like they need to start implementing more of, in all of high school sports, that they need to have helmets that they take pictures so they have a personalized
I think that is a profound idea by Jimmy Cunningham right there. I really love that idea.
I think that is a very good
very
idea.
Profound there.
That is a very good idea because I think that would probably cause less concussions in the long run.
Oh, yeah.
And that would probably cause more people to want to play football if there were less concussions.
Yeah, they'd realize how safe it could be.
I feel like that's a definite idea that people need to try to work for in the future, but for now, I think the helmets that we do have are probably some of the safest on the market.
I definitely think so.
With the budget that we have for the school, I think
speed flexes are pretty good. I mean, think about it. They're good enough for all these D1 colleges and stuff like that using them, and we have them.
Yeah,
so they gotta be pretty good.
I say we have some decently safe helmets for what the money we have. And then my next topic is there's some helmets that players have worn for most of their careers, which might not be the safest helmets.
No, probably not. I know, Tom Brady has the same helmet, and there's probably some other players.
Think about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers,
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers has had the same old bucket for the longest time, and we all know those helmets are not as safe at all.
No.
They're not safe at all. And then there's players like the Bosa brother that has a brand new Vices helmet. Really expensive, like $1,000 or so for this helmet, but it is the safest helmet on the market right now. Least concussions, but the other question might be at hand is with the different positions might need different helmets depending on safety.
I'd say so.
Because someone like
maybe a kicker or something like that, they don't really
might not need a safe helmet, but a quarterback or a lineman might need a safer helmet because of the fact that they are always getting hit. So I think we might run into
I
some
definitely
of those
agree with that right there.
Yeah. And then, would you rather be playing football with comfort of a helmet or safety of a helmet? Would you rather, have a safe helmet and not the most comfortable helmet, or would you have a very comfortable helmet but not be the safest helmet, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I'd rather have more of a comfort helmet. I mean, I'll pop some ibuprofen, you know how it is, but really, the best answer would probably be to find something in the middle that kind of meets comfort and safety, kind of how they have it right now.
You're definitely right.
What about you? What would you pick?
I'd definitely say that I'd want more comfortable helmet because if you don't have a comfortable helmet, then you're not going to want to play football. And that's just what comes down to it. Like, it might not be the safest helmet, but if it's comfortable for you, then you want to play football. And like I said, we're sponsored by ibuprofen, which is perfect. Like,
yeah, the answer
you
to
just
everything.
take some ibuprofen. But yeah, I definitely feel like a comfortable helmet is way better and more important, to us at least, than, say, a safer helmet. Even though our positions are both very heavy contact,
Yeah, head-to-head contact.
I feel like a more comfortable helmet, especially since thinking back, way back when, like in middle school and stuff, we didn't have a comfortable helmet or a safe helmet. Like, it was just a bad helmet. Like, so thinking about how more comfortable the helmets are, it's way better.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you want to play football more, and it's just a better environment.
Keeps you going, yeah.
Yep. Do you have any more questions about the safe versus comfortable helmets here?
Not really, but I've seen some of the colleges or whatever, they've actually taken molds of people's heads and stuff like that, and they've fitted it to your helmet kind of to go along with the comfort and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I feel like...
I forget who they were, but I've seen that.
I have seen that in colleges, and that's what I went back to with that high school should have that, because these high schoolers are going Division I. Like, if they're going to have it in the next level, then why can't we start it at a lower level? Because high schoolers hit just as hard, if not sometimes harder than colleges. So I feel like we need to start bringing it down at the high school level of having these custom fit helmets to cause less concussions, and then that'll probably cause more kids to want to actually play football, because some of the parents just don't want their kids to play football once they get to high school, because of the fact that it's so much more competitive and there's way more chances of concussions in high school than, say, middle school or youth. And if we had that helmet of a custom fit, then it's
I really think you get a lot of younger kids from the younger generation who want to play football if they knew they had the safety and the comfort of it.
Definitely.
Kind of like if you had a young Mac Farrell or whatever like that, think about it, you know?
Yeah.
You definitely want to play.
A young Mac Farrell will definitely want to play football if he had a custom fit helmet to his head.
Exactly.
He'd be all comfortable, and he'd actually want to play the game of football. I think it'd be perfect.
He'd be ready to just dominate then.
Yep. And I'd say that's a good way to close off the podcast.
Wraps off the Beefcake podcast.
Thank you for entering
Episode 3 here.
Episode 3.
We're going strong.
We're going strong.
Mac Farrell, thank you.
Next episode will be soon.